Alright guys, so this is just a quick update. I just had to make this video because as you guys know, I love Dying Light. It's one of my favourite games. Is on this channel. I did one episode, I had recorded like 3 or 4 episodes. I never ended up actually uploading them, which is quite annoying, but like I'm really far into the game now, there's no point. Look, I've finished the game, I'm just doing all the extra missions now, there's no point. But I just had to show you guys this. I just want to say all of this will be going to Nightsaber. Go look at his channel. This is this video. So, I just want to analyze this quickly. So, great scenery. Don't know what this is in the sky. Maybe they've managed to make flying technology of sorts. Some stuff. Looks amazing. Maybe new character here. Some new characters. New scenery, I guess. These look like new bandits, actually. And they seem, maybe you can get these weapons. They seem very heavy weapons. Maybe you could even get this armor. You couldn't in the first game. As you can see up here, there's like some sort of bandit banners, which I'm guessing is a sort of thing. New parkour areas, as you can see, the big building looks very, very sort of futuristic-esque. This game is based a lot in the future. Hanging body here, stuff like this. Burning. This looks like some sort of maybe arena that you're thrown into, like Rise throws you into in the first one. I'm guessing it's a new type of volatile of sorts, something like that. You can look down here, maybe this is their nest. That seems like a boarded up house, maybe a zombie down here. Looks very, very cool though, I like the magma-esque to it. There's a volatile there. I see terrifying, it looks very armoured. So they're probably a lot stronger, this one. I will be doing a series on this, by the way, guys, when it comes out, which I'll show you now. This looks very cool as well, like long arms, some sort of maybe advanced volatile. Seem, well, they're like people. Maybe these are like Rise's bandits when you go to meet Rise in the first game. Maybe these are the enemy's people. Crossbow looks great. Don't know who she is. Maybe she helps you throughout the story. Maybe she doesn't. Who knows? And maybe this is some sort of new parkour, like you can just drop off backwards. A new hint to the story, obviously, as well. This looks amazing. Great scenery, as you can see, there's a radio tower over here. Big buildings. Very, very cool. City-like. And maybe mountains. There might be like a following DLC for this, where you can go up to those mountains. That'd be cool. And she drops off. And then here we have, this is the most hype part, December 7th. So that's a long, long time away. It's currently 27th of May as of recording this. But yeah, the premiere is going on tonight, so I'll probably record that. As of recording it, it's literally just the second turned 6 o'clock on the 27th for me. So tonight at 7 p.m, so literally in an hour, I'll be recording and putting this up. So you see that? And then if you pre-order it, you get a reload outfit, reload weapon skin. So I just want to check Steam really quickly and see if it's there. So as you guys can see here, this is the Dying Light 2 Steam page. The last great human settlement exists with an unforgiving infected world. Exceptional agility and combat skills make you a powerful ally and valuable commodity. With your unique abilities, you have the power to be an agent of change within this decaying metropolis. Use it wisely. Release date's coming soon, but we already know that. They obviously haven't updated it. There's the Dying to Know. The Twitch stream will be soon. This is the 4K gameplay demo. It's been 15 years since, so this is very far in the future. And this is the last settlement that exists. So you can't actually pre-buy it now. It's items on your wish list, will send you an email. So yeah, and there's the trailer and all that. Like, I bet you guys. So UV lights. I bet you guys have already seen this sort of stuff already. If you watched the gameplay 4K demo, this game looks amazing. Like, I thought Dying Light 1 looked really, really good, and it does look really, really good. And it came out in 2015. Dying Light 2, oh, look how good it looks. Like this as well looks amazing. Like, and you have a stamina bar now as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys when the actual thing comes out itself. And yeah, I'll see you then. Guys, join our server, links in the description. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I held up 2 and it's a 3. Let's go, boys. Blood and gore, intense violence, nudity, strong language, sexual content. Okay, let's continue on this, guys.
Now run.
Nice, yeah, we've seen this. Parkour. Falling through the roof. I love the music. The music is sick. Movie.
Hey, boss.
No!
Hello guys, nice to meet you. I'm Leah.
I'm missing it.
And this is Dying to Know. If you're dying to know what's going on in the world of Dying Light 2,
I am dying to know.
You're in the right place. Here we'll be showing you all the news, the latest from the Dying Light world. We'll be announcing a few contests. We'll be talking to developers, and probably most importantly, we're going to be showing you a brand new gameplay trailer where you can see the current state of the Dying Light 2 game. But first, there's someone here I need to introduce you to. It's Aiden Caldwell.
Aiden!
I'm a pilgrim.
Oh.
An outcast.
Okay.
Roaming like a Japanese Ronin or an Old West desperado. My past is dark.
Don't want you to
but
die.
my future
Right.
has a tiny,
7
dying light
Shit, stop.
at the end of this tunnel.
Hello.
Hello, guys.
Oh,
My
it's
name is Jonas
it's that
Scott,
guy.
and I voice Aiden Caldwell in Dying Light 2. But before that, I'm going to host this program with Leia, if you don't mind.
My pleasure. Well, I'm ready. Jonah's definitely ready. And I hope you're ready.
So if you're
I am
dying
ready.
to know, just like us, then stick with us.
Dying to know.
The story told in Dying Light 2 occurs 20 years after the events of
20
the first
years?
game.
Oh, it was 50
If you're
years.
wondering what happened in those intervening 20 years, well, there's no better person
Why
to
are you
ask than the
counting
Dying Light
in my
2
chat,
world
guys?
director, Thomas Gabao, with
See,
who I'll be talking
that's a
in
bit
just
high.
a moment.
And after that, I'll be speaking with Pietro
1, 2,
Domenic, the
skip
narrative
3,
director of
69.
the game, so about the characters that appear in Dying Light 2.
Thomas Gerbard. I so cool.
Welcome to the show, Thomas. So the
420
first question I have
yeah.
for you today is, do I need to have played Dying Light 1 to sort of understand what's happening in Dying Light 2?
No, actually, you don't. Like you mentioned before,
Oh,
our game
sick.
takes place some 20 years later, in a world where humankind has lost the war to the virus. So,
I mean, I would
in
recommend
a way,
playing
you
the
could
first
say
game
that
first.
Dying Light 2 takes us to the world beyond the apocalypse.
Intriguing. All right, tell me more, please.
Well, you remember the events of Heron in 2014. Well, after that, world leaders, they had a tough choice to make. They had to isolate the city of Heron.
Right.
For that, they created an exclusion zone. Like in Chernobyl, only a lot more people were left to die inside the walls.
Yeah, right. So they just isolated the entire city. And did it help? Did it stop the virus?
Yeah, for a while it worked. Enough for everyone to
For a
forget about it,
while.
at least. Only in secret, a handful of scientists continued to study the virus. You know, manipulating its DNA, creating new strains. They were looking for commercial military applications. So, you know, they're doing it for the money, really.
Yeah, of course. So what happened next?
Well, next, the shit hit the fan. By Christmas 2021, one of these mutated strains escaped from a level 4 laboratory located near Geneva. We don't really know if this was accidental or not, but this time the virus was much faster than any government. Before the world could react, civilization was on the brink of collapse. People were dying in the streets, capital cities were burning. By the end of 2023, 98% of the population had been lost to the virus.
I want to hear
There was
questions.
a few
I said, are you
settlements
with the
remaining,
Gerbard?
but only one city
Yeesh.
was still standing.
Sure.
The last bastion of mankind, or
or
city, Villador, aka the city.
Right, so Villador is what we have left. So that's
Really?
everything that's happened outside of the city. What actually happens inside Villador?
Well, the city has unique rules. First of all, it's surrounded by seemingly impassable walls. And inside the walls, the people that decided to use a radical new weapon against the infection, which actually gave them the upper hand in the first stages of the pandemic. But it also created terrifying new monster archetypes. 15 years on, a new equilibrium sort of emerged in the city. By daylight,
so
the
bad.
factions fight to control the city,
Sorry
and
for
at
my
night,
house.
the streets become the realm of these bloodthirsty, infected monsters.
Great. Well,
volatiles.
that is extremely interesting. Thank you very much, Thomas. And we'll be hearing more about the vibrant and fantastic city soon, I hope. But
Did
first,
you know the
I
average
think we need to hear a little bit more
five-year
about
has
the
been dropped on
characters.
their head at least 5 times for games? Tommy touched 10. That explains a lot.
Our second guest is a man of two industries, cinema and gaming. In a previous life,
He wrote the hit HBO series Wataha?
Wataha, yeah.
Wataha. And then he moved on to Techland to become a narrative director. Piotr Jemenek.
Hi, guys. Thank you.
So we have plenty of time to talk about the rest of the characters in Dying Light 2. There are
But
tons of them.
what's
But today, I think we want to focus on Aiden Caldwell,
You
the
said I'm
protagonist.
dropping my
You
head,
want to
mate.
talk more about him? Or?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
So, Aiden, he's the member of Outcasts, you know? The group
Realised
of
your
people
story.
traveling through this dangerous world of Dying Light 2, called pilgrims, because he's looking for his relative, the person whom he lost many, many years ago. And that person.
Did you know the
is
average
his
farmer
only
would be
memory
dropping
from
their
the
head at
past.
least 3 times by the time
And,
turn next
the
time?
only answer
I know you told me that.
to whom Aiden
chat.
really is.
Aiden is a really rich, deep character, very much cooler than I am.
Oh, no, come on.
I mean, he can run across buildings, jump from rooftop to rooftop, use all kinds of weapons.
Yeah, well, you know, he didn't have much choice. This world is full of infected, bloodthirsty creatures, so he didn't have much choice, right? The weak die, the strong survive,
I
and
wonder if
Aiden,
you
he just
mistime
has to be
those
strong.
jumps. Like
But
if you want
why
the
did he
dead
come like
explosion
that?
with the
why,
banner on you?
why him? That's the main question of the
Is it
game, and
timed?
the player will have opportunity also to decide how Aiden will evolve. Will he help the weak? Will it distract him from his main goal? Or maybe he will just strive to the end of his search as soon as possible.
I can't imagine trying to survive or live in a city like that as a lone
Okay,
wolf by
bye.
yourself without any kind
I'm
of
going to go off.
support.
Well, he's
Why?
not gonna be alone, you
Hex
know.
is
He
a
will
ball,
meet many
ball.
people. But again, depending on the
That was
player
only
choices,
password,
some of
not
them will
Hex.
become his allies, but some of them will become his enemies. One of the group he will encounter are the Night Runners, the former special force officers who were sick of the army's cynicism and lack of concern for common people. But they were brave enough to help the people during the night. And the
Good
night,
bookers.
as you know, is pretty horrifying in the game.
Yeah, so Aiden joins them, joins the Night Runners.
Oh, that's the question, my friend. The player will have to answer too. I won't spoil the
Ooh.
pleasure of discovering
Ooh, there's
Aiden's
multiple
actions
endings.
and true motivations. But what
How
I
you
can
really
share
get
with
some
you is the
Tennis
fact that
ball
we
against the wall.
really put
Don't
big
say that,
effort
Neil.
to make this character and many others complex and multidimensional. But there is so much more to be discovered during the game.
Oh, that's fascinating. Can't wait to learn more. Thank you so much, Piotr.
Thank you, thank you.
So before we watch the
Getting out that ass,
gameplay
not
trailer of Dying
games is
Light 2
Dying
for
Light
the
2?
first time, we need to talk about something which is basically at the centre of the Dying Light
I love how they're
universe,
in-
which is
The community.
The
Over the
Dying
past
Light
few years,
place.
Dying Light has amassed over 23
realised, how did they do
million
that?
players.
Because
and
it doesn't look like a
95%
green. That's a really
positive
seamless
review rating
green
on
screen.
Steam.
which in Steam Talk is
Green screen.
overwhelmingly positive. So bravo.
We'd
They
like
probably
to take a
should
few
have
seconds
green
and thank you
room.
guys.
It's a golf.
Thank you all for being on this journey with us. Thank you for sharing your love with others of Dying Light. And thank you for these great moments spent together. Dying Light 1 has some amazingly creative fans, which is fantastic, pardon the pun, because we're going to be starting a brand new contest which will combine your love of Dying Light with that same creativity.
And with the release date of Dying Light 2 drawing ever closer, we'd like to extend our hand and invite you to make the
Writing
community a
fan
little
cosplay.
bit bigger. If you find yourself skilled in the ways of visual arts, writing, or costumes and cosplay, please join the Dying Light universe.
So check out dyinglightgame.com/contest, and if you win, there's a fantastic monetary prize on the line. But also, there's some other great rewards you could be in with a chance with winning as well.
Like Platinum Edition of Dying Light.
Ooh. Ooh.
Look at this. This is the finest
Light,
edition
welcome.
of Dying
Dying
Light
Light.
ever made. This is the Platinum Edition of Dying Light. This has every bit of content ever released for Dying Light in one place. It's massive. I mean, look at it.
For those of you who haven't experienced Dying Light yet, we are introducing
Pog.
Dying Light 1 Platinum Edition. It's the biggest and most complete edition to have ever existed.
I need
And
it.
we're offering it to you now at an historically low price. All the content, lowest price.
It's literally no better time to buy than now, and you can get it on Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation.
Get your Platinum Edition of Dying Light now. This is the best offer, like, ever. I guess we don't have time to go over everything that's in the Platinum Edition, but it is
Steam.
everything. This is how it looks.
Everything's on sale. Yeah, let me see this. Everything's on sale at the moment for like 50% off. Whoa, the season pass is 75% off. 50 pence. This looks sick.
Okay, so I'm excited because you guys are in just a second gonna see the official gameplay trailer for Dying Light 2. And then after that, we're gonna interview some of the devs that made it possible.
So, without further ado, here it is.
Hey everyone.
Hello.
We've been quiet for some time, since
There you
like
go.
the rest of the world, we had some unforeseen hurdles to clear. But the wait is over. Let's
Yeah,
dive
it's on
into
sale
the open world of Dying
by a
Light
lot.
2.
Oh, the enhanced edition.
The last slice of Dying Light 2 showcased the
Wow.
mission from the main
Whoa.
storyline.
You get after those fuckers.
You saw how your decisions influenced
Platinum
the narrative
edition.
and notably changed the
I'll
environment.
show you guys after.
This time, we want to give you a broader look at the game and a sneak peek at some of
Discord's
the
in the
things we'll be
description,
talking
heads up.
about in upcoming months.
Just scroll down on my stream. You see it.
In Dying Light 2, you become Aiden Caldwell, an outsider trying to unravel a tangled mystery from his past. Its trail leads him to the city. Probably the
Anyways,
last bastion
I'm gonna
of
go on Dark
mankind in the
RP
world.
on Gmod.
At first,
Aiden
you
seems
feel
a lot
like
more
this
badass than
intense,
Coil.
brutal place will tear you
Coil,
apart.
what's
But
up,
then
Coil?
you meet the Night Runners, veteran survivors who help people in better days.
Yeah, Hector, if you scroll down on my stream, then
By
you'll
the
see
way,
it. there.
I'm Hakon. You were a night runner. You used to help people, remember? Night runners are gone. Finished. A myth.
Whoa, backflips!
And although it's not entirely
RP,
clear
man.
you can trust them, you need allies in the dark.
Oh. Are they blind?
And these are the modern Dark Ages. It's been 15 years since the apocalypse.
Yeah, 15
and the
years. It
world
said it was
has
20.
changed.
I'm confused.
The old civilization has fallen, but a new one has been built on its ashes.
Still pretty sick. They're all in the roofs now, so.
People fight desperately for scarce resources.
Oh,
Rules
ow.
are broken, and weakness is punished.
No!
3 factions struggle
Ah!
for position in the city. Survivors pride themselves on being able to
you
adapt to
Discord
any
profile picture?
circumstances and
Oh, it's
cobble
your Discord
together
profile.
safe zones almost everywhere. Peacekeepers, loyal soldiers who want to impose their
Sheeran,
version of
Boggers.
law and order and trample all in their path. Renegades, ex-prisoners serving their ruthless colonel, seeking to become sole rulers of the city.
Where is Waltz?
Who's Waltz?
Make him tell me.
Ow. Does he do the waltz?
Use these factions to
Call me
reach
Mr.
your goal.
Shit.
Help or harm them to reshape the city to your liking.
Oh!
Just remember, each faction contains complex characters.
Nosy Parker, ain't ya? Got some kind of bad habit of yours?
So you can like pick and choose
So,
who you want to
will
side
you
with.
follow cold calculation or your heart?
The Bazaar needs good people. Help us and you'll find a home here.
Some in the city offer no chance for an alliance. Bandits, outlaws, and common thugs live only to plunder and kill, plunging the streets into chaos.
He's like the rise, right? Ooh, that's a lot of
Yet,
blood and is
nightfall
satisfying.
scares all of them equally.
That's not nice. Good night and good luck.
Darkness changes the rules of the world.
Slogan of the
As
game,
the
guys.
light fails, monsters crawl out of hiding to prey on the poor souls caught outside the safety of UV rays. Hordes
So they
of
don't like
infected
UV.
pour
That's
into the
nice.
streets
In the
like
first game,
decaying
if you
lava.
stuck a UV at them, they wouldn't care.
The deadly spawn of 15 years of mutation and
Ooh,
evolution.
he doesn't look nice. Oh, he does not look friendly. Oh, that's like the thing from Resident Evil. Ooh, they do
Your
not
only
like friendly.
escape, exploit the city's verticality and flee to the roofs.
Oh, it looks so
Even
good,
there,
dude.
you are
I need
never
it.
safe from swift and deadly
Oh,
virals.
crap. They're like the new virals, right? Yeah, see, they hate UV. Well, they're the new
Even
volatiles.
greater threat.
Nonce,
Yet
give me
night
VIP.
brings opportunity as well. Nests rife with infected during the day now lie empty. To explore them, you must tread carefully. But those brave enough to face the terrors of the night can loot a jackpot.
Ooh, poggers. Ooh, I felt that one. I just had my injection in my arm, so I felt that one.
Luckily, you have all the tools you need to survive.
Adverts on the wall, yeah, what are they?
Your extraordinary parkour skills
Hang on, who
allow you
managed to
navigate
vandalize
even
that
the most treacherous terrain.
billboard? How? Rolls, yes. That's a weird bit of vandalism right there. Slides. Oh, the parkour looks so much better. Whoa! Ah!
But often, you'll have to face your enemies head on. And then you have to be smart.
You could do takedowns! You could stealth! You could stealth!
We've worked hard
it's
on
like
the essence of our
Batman!
combat.
Yes!
Swinging a
I
big,
love stealth
meaty weapon
so
is
much
fun,
in games.
satisfying, and well executed. But even the most brutal fights can be tactical as well. You have multiple ways to hone your skills toward the gameplay style that suits you best.
Oh my... Ah!
It's up to you if you focus mostly on
Oh, I
mobility
need this.
and
I
parkour,
need it. I need this game.
or aggressive, blunt force combat,
Ooh.
or a crafty approach where the tools you've created get the job done. Every ability you learn can be a game changer and possibly a new favorite move.
This combat, oh my god, it's so good. Yeah, so this is the
move
choices
fast
like
and quick in Dying Light 2. Each moment matters. Each move could mean triumph or defeat.
Oh, Discord, I haven't.
Choose your actions and friends carefully. Everything you do in the city can reshape the gameplay environment, change the course of the narrative, and decide the fate of the city's residents. But most importantly, you decide your own fate as well.
You're about to turn.
Make sure to stay human.
Oh!
An extensive post-apocalyptic world, and I really like that divisiveness. You know, the life on the roof and then death on the streets.
Yeah, like the intensity of the day and the night cycle together.
Yeah, it's almost like Dying Light 2 is two different games put together into one.
Yeah, like despite all the
two
brutality
amazing
going on the
games.
ground floor, there's something about like the rooftops and the plants.
It's cozy.
Yeah, I kind of want to be there. But it does feel like every decision is vital. Like your choices actually do have some consequences.
Choices and consequences are incredibly vital to Dying Light 2's gameplay. And we're going to interview some devs and talk about some other very vital gameplay
More
mechanics.
interviewing, brothers. Oh, unfollow you if you don't share that arse. I'll get
Our next
banned,
guest is
so...
Adrian Pizza-Shizewski. Hi. Hi.
Welcome, and that gameplay looked awesome. I know we can't wait to get our hands on it, but congrats.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like you guys have a very unique world and a very unique game. Where y'all get your inspiration from?
Oh, that was a research. We did a deep dive into the history of our world, and we found repetitive patterns. We found that people use the same behaviors in the past after the fall of civilization or after the fall of the nation that's supposed to be a backbone of our world. So our approach was super simple. We just copycat those behaviors and attitudes and show you how our world looks like. However, it's kind of obvious that the main reason that civilization fall is virus pandemic or eventually the economical collapse. Yeah, that's basically obvious thing. But it's even darker if you connect those things with the research we did at the beginning of the production. So people will question everything. They're gonna blame everything and everyone that's supposed to guide us in our lives every day. So they're gonna blame governments, they're gonna blame law, they're gonna blame science, or even religion. Some people might ask themselves that where was God when it happened to us, basically, you know? So I feel that all of those things together creates the sensation that it's a giant step backward for our civilization.
So, Dying Light 2 has a subtitle, Stay Human. What does that mean?
Well, it's super hard to remember those values that makes us human, so like compassion or support. So the entire fall that those dark times we have is a big test for everyone. And I think it's even harder test because to stay human, people would sacrifice what's the most important for them or sometimes risk their lives.
Wow, so that's like really intense. And there's like the obvious like double meaning to it, which is what I was thinking. Stay human, don't become a zombie.
Yeah, but one disclaimer, those are not zombies, you know, those are infected people that turn to be a monster. They're just crossing a line, you know, and they're turning to be a monster, you know, because in Dying Light we all infected. Yeah, we all wearing this biomarker, you know it, and you're wearing this, I'm wearing this. That's a watch, actually, but you know that, you know, so that's...
Why is it
so the challenge is to not cross this line at all costs, so that's the biggest challenge of staying human in this meaning.
I see, yeah, not zombies.
Not zombies.
Not zombies.
At all.
People have crossed the line.
Right, well, fascinating. Thank you so much, Adrian. We're definitely going to be hearing from you again soon.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Oh, guys.
We have with us Katarzyna Tarnacka, the environmental art director.
Monster year format, it is.
Designer Michał Dłużak.
Oh.
Hello. So, choices and consequences. The player has to make a choice, and they have to experience or endure the consequences. What does that mean?
Basically, the whole system of choice and consequences is really, really complex. I would say the best way to describe it is that the player is making the decisions based on 3 layers. First one are the choices that you do during the main story missions. And those big changes actually can change the whole game or even how the story ends. The second layer are choices that you do while the quests. And those choices can actually influence the mission itself. And the last one, the last layer, is so-called city alignment system. And I, as an open-world game designer, would like to focus on.
Please do, go on.
All right, so water and electricity are basically a key to survive in every world. By restoring it, player can not only unlock the water or electricity in the area, but he can also, based on his decision, assign it to one of the factions, which will influence how the district looks like or who's going to live inside of it. But it also, what is pretty more important for a player, unlock new tools for him, like unique tools for each faction, like car traps, zip lines, or trampoline. That player can use in exploration to deal with bandits or infected, or simply to move faster through the city. So basically, based on your choices, you shape the game environment, which gives you a different experience every time you start a new game. And what is worth mentioning here that Dying Light 2 is playable up to 4 co-op players. So you can host the game or join other players and see how their choices came up differently to your own.
That fake interest.
There's one thing I'm really curious about, though.
She's not
night versus day. How does the gameplay differ from the night and the day?
Well, the short answer is that day is for humans and night is for the monsters. But to describe it a little bit better, I would say that during the day, humans, factions, bandits, or survivors scavenging the city and searching for some scraps or someone who might have them. And this is the best time for a player to explore the city, meet its citizens, learn the stories, day-to-day agenda, or even simply help them in a quest or open-world activities to survive those dark ages.
Yeah, and that sounds quite pleasant, but I'm guessing night changes everything.
Exactly, exactly. During the night, all the infected get out of the buildings, and compared to the Dying Light 1, the night is going to be even more intense this time. Intense in terms of the amount of enemies, their new types, and new, more aggressive behaviors. And what is important, this time, night can be also opportunity. An opportunity for the players who are courage and skilled enough to use the fact that all the infected are outside.
The first game is on
buildings
sale
are accessible
like
to explore them and search for the most valuable loot in the game.
Katarzyna, you're responsible for the post-apocalyptic look of the city. Can you tell us a little bit how about the city came to look that way?
Yes. I guess the important thing to realize is in 2025, a decision was made to use a chemical attack to stop the spread of the Haran virus. And the result is a tight ring of chemically active areas around the city. Some of the chemicals have gotten into the groundwater and spread under the surface, killing every living plant and every living thing in its reach. What it means for the city is that the street levels are virtually dead. The soil is
Hector, can you
unable
just
to
stop
sustain any life, any plant. And the street level is a domain of the monsters, just decaying in every aspect.
Wow, so it sounds like there's just no healthy organic life down there at all.
Not really. The survival on the street level is pretty tough. So the common people are just visitors there. But the life prevailed. It moved up to the rooftops. And this is where the plants are flourishing and blooming in the post-apocalyptic landscape. And this is where people build and develop the new world of Dying Light 2. Electricity producing windmills and safe zones for the player. And in a way, in a metaphorical sense, the rooftops are the new default ground floor, the level 0. And trip to the streets is, in a way, a trip underground, a -1 of sorts, just a corpse of a lost civilization.
How many people are watching this?
130! I can't imagine being a citizen living in that city, let alone being a player, and how challenging that's going to be.
Yeah, and hold that thought. Thank you very much for joining us today, but it's now time to introduce our next guests.
With us now are Bartosz and Peter. And guys, I have one question about the open world in Dying Light 2. How big is it?
It's pretty big.
We know that. Can you tell us a little bit more?
Yes, of course. The map in Dying Light 2 is divided into 2 huge regions and several zones.
Okay.
There are plenty leftovers from the lost civilization for you to scavenge. But we didn't want our players to perceive the map only horizontally. So we see the map as a multi-level 3D world that supports your traversal and helps you solve parkour puzzles.
Yes, in-house we call it multi-layer open world exploration. And you know, the movement system from Dying Light 1 will remove every restriction from the player. You can move everywhere you want, how you want to do it. And when I think about it, I think that was a big challenge for us to create the geometry that supports all of that. And we did it, and I think we did it well. Doing the same thing in Dying Light 2 wasn't our goal. We want to make one or more step forward to surprise the player expectations. That's why we doubled the number of parkour moves.
Doubled, and I mean, it's not like there was a shortage in Dying Light 1, so what?
Yes, the iconic Dying Light 1 parkour is essential there. We improve it. We double the number of parkour moves. The players will see over 3,000 different parkour animations, from the basic move, through the tricks, to the small little tasty details there that you can see it.
Okay, well, unfortunately, I'm going to have to stop you there, but don't hate me because in the next episode, we're going to be talking more about parkour and how the team have managed to make an authentic urban running experience in Dying Light.
Second one? Thank you guys so much for the information. Bartosz, Peter, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so the last and arguably the most important question I'm sure you have is, when is the release date?
December 7th.
That's a very, 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 very important question.
It's December 7th.
Luckily, we have the answer. And that answer is the 7th of December.
Waited years to say that out loud. And now that we know the release date of the game, it's time for you to go pre-order it. Go to dyinglight.com/pre-order, select your platform, and then hit pre-order. And there you go. Congratulations. You just pre-ordered one of the most anticipated games of this year. Go you.
How much?
Oh, wow. I want one.
Well, I've got good news for you then, because this official figurine is part of the collector's edition of Dying Light 2.
It's on Epic Games!
You can get one for yourself if you want. We'll leave like a proper unboxing of the whole set to the professionals, but we do have it all in front of us right now, so it'd be rude not to take a look. You get, in the collector's edition, a concept art book full of stunning artwork from the game. You get this steel book, which will have your game inside it, of course. And you get this interesting little sort of UV flashlight, so yeah.
Cool. It looks like there's all sorts of vanity elements in here, too, like some legendary skin packs, as well as all sorts of digital elements. For more information on these digital elements,
DLCs,
please visit the pre-order website. I want this, and I want Dying Light 2.
Kind of thought you'd say that. Well, if you're feeling the same way, then I've got good news, because you can pre-order the collector's edition. However, it is very, very limited, so you'll have to be very quick.
Rest assured, there will be plenty of the standard edition for your standard gamer, but if you're into special editions, there is a deluxe edition of Dying Light 2 with a steelbook, legendary pack, and a digital soundtrack, and much, much more.
So to summarize, that's 3 different editions that you can buy depending on what you're after.
What's in the collector's edition?
And if you just can't wait until release to get immersed in the world of Dying Light 2, then why don't you go check out the Techland Gamers and Goodies website for more info.
Yeah, this is a program for all gamers, whether or not you want updates on Dying Light 2 with the news, or you want Dying Light 2 items in Dying Light 1. Everyone's going to find something they like there.
Yep, and this is just an initial offering as well. Check back later for even more details, more information, and we'll be going through it in future episodes as well.
That's it. Don't forget to pre-order the game and take part in our contests. The details are on the game's website.
And here's a sneak peek at the topic of the next episode. Thank you for watching, and stay safe out there. Bye.
See ya.
Is that it? Alright, so if you guys are wondering why I'm in such pain, here is this. Alright. So this is the collector's edition. You get this. It's not actually available to pre-order yet, but you get all of this stuff. You get Story DLC 2, which I really want. So that's that. But if you go on PC, digital copy. Ultimate Edition, that's that. You get the DLC. So I kind of want to get the deluxe one because it. Oh no, it's got DLC 2. Hang on. There's 2 DLCs. That's the main game. Oh. Okay. But you guys want to see why I'm angry? Huh? You guys want to see this? You guys want to see this? You ready? Alright. Here's the Steam page. Oh, Dying Light 2. Oh, great. What's that then? £55. Are you... For the standard edition. Standard edition, you just get the game. What? Bro, the default. Let's go to Dying Light 1. Games in my library. £8. A powerful rat named Charles Entertainment Cheese. Alright, well, I'll see you guys next stream then, I guess. I'll probably stream in, like, I don't know, like 20 minutes maybe, I don't know. I might not stream today, actually, at all. But yeah, see you guys. Bye.